What's up, guys? Back with another Dak and Randy video, and we are going to start a new thing where we do the weekly NFL predictions.
That's right.
And we're obviously going to start with week 1 in this video today, and we both have different opinions on who's going to win.
And we're going to compete week by week. We'll keep you guys updated on whose record is more accurate as the NFL season progresses.
If you disagree or agree, please let us know in the comment section. Please leave a like, and let's get into this video.
To kick off the NFL's 100th season, it's Packers at Bears, and I have the Bears winning in Chicago 23-20. Want to know why, Randy? It's a home game. Honestly, I think if you're a betting person, I would not bet on this game. I can see Aaron Rodgers in a primetime game throwing a lot of touchdowns. But since it's a home game and the Bears' defense is outstanding, I'm going to give the Bears a 23-20 victory at home.
I have a very, very, very similar pick at 24-21 Chicago, and I think that's more realistic just because of how scoring works. The second game of the week, we have Chiefs at Jaguars, and I'm picking the Jaguars to win this week.
What the?
Because their defense at home is amazing. And I think they could stop Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill. I also think that Nick Foles is going to be a beast this year and can prove with D.D. Westbrook that their offense could be great.
I strongly disagree. I have the Chiefs 35-21 in Jacksonville. And I just need to say that Nick Foles, obviously I love him, but you watch gameplay through the regular season, he's not going to perform the same that he did against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Him against Pat Mahomes is not going to be the same Nick Foles we saw against Tom Brady.
I think the score of this game is going to be 31-29.
All right, the third game is Falcons at the Minnesota Vikings. So the Falcons obviously play better in indoor stadiums, but that being said, I have the Vikings winning 27-20 because the Falcons' defensive rush is not that strong, and the Vikings' really only weakness is their offensive line. So I don't see the Falcons being able to use that weakness to their advantage.
I also think that the Falcons are going to lose, and I have a very similar projection at 28-21. The next game we have is Tennessee Titans at Cleveland Browns. I think everybody knows that the Cleveland Browns are going to win this game. So do I. I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee wins because they're pretty good. But I just think that they have so much more offensive and defensive talent throughout the offseason. I think they're just going to get the win.
Maybe. I really think that the Browns are a little bit overhyped, but I do think they have the talent, so I am going to give them the win, 28-23. And I think that maybe the Browns might have to come back. Maybe they'll be down 23-21 and have a game-winning drive. But I do think that it's not going to be the team that people expect it's going to be. The next game is the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. I have the New York Jets beating the Bills at home 24-17. I'm giving the Jets the win because I see Le'Veon Bell coming back, maybe a few rushing touchdowns. I know he's going to get a lot of touches that game. And I think Sam Darnold's going to be able to pass against this Buffalo Bills defense. And I don't see the Bills putting up that many points on the road in New York.
I have the Jets winning a very close game, 29-28. I think they're going to win because the Jets defense is going to shut down the Bills offense. But at the same time, the Bills are going to outplay their defense and have a very close game in New York.
So shutting down defenses is giving up 28 points?
Nope.
Steelers fan at heart.
The next game we have on this list is Ravens at Miami Dolphins. And I think everybody also knows that the Baltimore Ravens are going to win this game. Their defense is pretty good. And the Dolphins are just horrible in every aspect of the game.
I do think your projection's a little bit wild for them, though.
I have a 34-3 win. Just because every year the Dolphins play the Ravens, it's always a shutout, no joke, and the Ravens always put up 30 to 40 points.
I have 24-7, and if the game really goes the way that Randy thinks it will, don't be surprised to see Josh Rosen come in the fourth quarter. The next game, Redskins at Philadelphia Eagles. Guys, there's never been a more clear decision in my life. The Eagles are going to destroy the Washington Redskins. Well, the Eagles are going to beat the Washington Redskins. By how much, I'm not sure. For some reason, in the past, in home openers versus the Redskins, usually we play them in Washington, but usually It's a somewhat close game, but I have the Eagles winning 28-14. I have Deshaun Jackson a touchdown or two, Alshon maybe a touchdown. Carson Wentz is going to be electric, and I think this game is a no-brainer, 28-14.
I also think the Eagles are going to destroy the Redskins at a 34-10 win at home. The next game on our list is the LA Rams at the Panthers. And this game has potential to be really, really good.
Could be an upset.
Could be an upset. But I'm going to give the LA Rams this win just because Cam Newton isn't playing that good. He's always injured. And, yeah.
Same. I have the Los Angeles Rams 17-7.
And I have this game at an 18-15 win for the LA Rams.
The next game is the Indianapolis Colts at the Los Angeles Chargers. For some reason, the Chargers always start off the season a little bit slow, and I think it's going to be the same thing this year. Actually, I have an upset. I have the Indianapolis Colts 17-14 in LA. Jacoby Brissett, I don't think he's going to do that much, but I do think he's going to be able to put together 17 points for this offense, and I think this defense holds the struggling Chargers offense in Week 1 to 14 points.
Well, I'm going to disagree with that. I think the Indianapolis Colts are going to get destroyed. I mean, it's going to be a 28-14 win for the Chargers, so that'll be a 2-touchdown game. And I only say this because the Colts offense probably isn't good anymore because Andrew Luck retired. And the Chargers aren't even that bad, but at the same time, they lost a couple good players. I had Melvin Gordon and Derwin James, so I think they're going to win.
And with that being said, so far we both have one upset. You have the Chiefs losing, which is the first upset that you have, and I have the Colts winning, which is the first upset that I have.
The next game of the week is Bengals at Seattle Seahawks. This game's going to be torture for
Agreed.
Bengals fans.
Agreed.
But I have a short-scoring 18-9 game win.
Oh.
Probably, actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to give a 34-9
Yeah.
win.
I'm going to give it 34-10.
Yeah, this is just going to be a blowout. Bengals suck.
Russell Wilson going to be dynamic. Tyler Lockett, expect some fantasy points from him.
Yeah, and Seattle. Seattle's hard to win in. Even good teams lose there a lot. So a horrible team playing in a hard place is just going to be a complete disaster.
Next game of the week, Giants at the Cowboys. Dallas is a hard place to win in, but I expect Ezekiel Elliott to be back. And that's how I'm making my pick. I'm saying the Cowboys win 21-17. I don't know what your projection is, Randy, but some people might think that the Cowboys are going to blow out the Giants. I don't think that's true. I think Saquon Barkley might have a lot of yards rushing in this game, and I think it'll help keep the Giants having a chance to win this game. But I think the Cowboys win 21-17.
I also have the Cowboys winning this game. But at the same time, I don't think Elliott's going to be playing Week 1. But at the same time as that, I think the Giants aren't even good. And they might lack on offense because Eli Manning's a troll. So we'll see where this goes. But I'm going to give the Cowboys the 25-21 win. The next game of the week is San Francisco 49ers at Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tough game.
I think this game's going to be really good because these two teams are evenly matched. And I'm going to give the 49ers the win 23-21. I just think that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have an amazing game on offense. And both these defenses are like the same, so I think the offense is just going to play better than the Tampa offense, so that's why I'm just going to give them the win.
Jimmy Garoppolo's first game back since the injury. So I don't know what the spread is for this game. I don't think it's been released yet. But I'm going to call my pick an upset just because I think the 49ers have a better shot at winning maybe. Or maybe have a more talented roster just because George Kittle's kind of dynamic. But I have the Buccaneers winning 21-17. I think it's going to be a 50-50 shot. The next game is another close game, evenly matched, I would say. Detroit Lions at the Arizona Cardinals. I have this game as an upset. I have the Cardinals winning at home, even though the Lions are more experienced and they are favored to win this game. I think Kyler Murray is going to come out in his home debut. I think the fan support is going to be real, and I think it's going to carry them to a 21-18 victory.
I think the Lions are going to win this game because starting rookies, their first game, probably won't win it. The Cardinals aren't a good team. Their offensive line stinks. I think Kyler Murray's going to get sacked every game, and this game especially. I think the Lions' offense and defense aren't good, but I think they'll get the win because they're a little bit better than the Cardinals.
Score.
I think the score is going to be 18-15, like I said earlier. The next game and the best game of the week, Pittsburgh Steelers at New England Patriots. This game's going to be a good game because Steelers beat the Patriots last year, and I project them to win again. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win a very low-scoring game at 10-17, and we've seen it before. They can do it again. They played them late in the season last year, so it's a familiar foe. I think they might pull this one out.
All right, so we all know that Randy is biased to the Steelers, and I'm unbiased. But with that being said, I do see the Steelers beating the Patriots 35-28. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be similar to the game they played against the Jaguars. When was that?
No, that's not possible.
But when was that game?
It was a playoff game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be similar to that playoff game. And I think the Steelers are going to pull the victory off 35-28 in Foxborough. Patriots usually start off slow, and I have them losing.
I also think that the Steelers are going to win this game because their defense is looking a lot faster, and the Patriots have many suspended players. They have injured players. Their starting tight ends is injured. A lot of bad stuff for them. Screw the Patriots.
The next game is the Houston Texans, or what's left of them at least, at the New Orleans Saints. Obviously, I'm not a fan of what the Texans did. I think they traded away way too much. They basically dumped off one of their most talented players in Jadeveon Clowney. They gave up their first-round picks. They're trying to win now, but honestly, they didn't really get much. They got protection for Deshaun Watson and Larry Tunsil and a new wide receiver, but I don't think he's been that good his whole career, Kenny Stills. So I have the Saints winning 31-17 at home. The Saints are dynamic, and they're a talented roster. Easy win for the Saints.
I obviously think the Saints are going to win this game 39-21 because they're the Saints, and it's a home game. There's really no debating that. They have best trio in the game, and their defense isn't that bad, so they're going to pull out the victory. The next game and final game we have on this list, Monday Night Football, Broncos at Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to win this game 24-17. These are division rivals, and I think these teams will split a win, and I think they'll win at home, and the Raiders will lose that away game. It just got to be like that, you know. I think the Raiders improved on offense through the offseason, and yeah.
I think this game is 50-50. I think the Broncos are still going to be favored, even though it's in Oakland. But I do have Oakland winning 21-13. I think it'll be a low-scoring game, and I expect Antonio Brown to have a touchdown, which hopefully will keep this crowd involved.
Well, that's it for week 1, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below what you think. If you agree or disagree.
Subscribe, boys.
Subscribe, please. Thanks for watching.